Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to talk about Josh Duggar. He recently filed a motion to get more time before the judge sentences him. So that sentencing date is coming up. It's April 5th. Also, we're going to talk about Josh Duggar's cousin, Amy Duggar King. She recently was on a live stream and she shared her thoughts about Josh asking for the delay. Also, how she feels about what she thinks should happen to Josh since being convicted of these charges. So let's go ahead and let's get into it, you guys. So Josh requested to have his sentencing date pushed back by at least 30 days. This was approved by the judge. That was approved this past Thursday. But not only did the judge approve for it to be pushed back for 30 days, but he's given him an extra, I think, 20 days. So he's going to get about 50 days total before his sentencing, before his hearing. So the original scheduled date was April 5th. It will now take place on May 25th. It makes me wonder, wow, like what's going on here? What persuaded the judge? Josh Duggar's team only asked for 30 days. Why did the judge give them an extra 20 days? I don't know, you guys. Maybe that can be standard. I don't know. But it is making me wonder what's the deal here. So in Josh's request, which was filed on March 18th, Josh and his legal team blamed COVID-19 precautions as part of the reason they need the extra time. So in the court paperwork, it says because of certain reasonable COVID-19 precautions understandably instituted at the jail at which Duggar is being detained, it has been more difficult scheduling meetings with Duggar than during more ordinary times. Now, I'm not necessarily believing that because they can do the phone calls, they can do the video chat meetings, because Josh Duggar talks to his wife, Anna, all the time. I mean, there was one month where there was like 100 phone calls. There's 30 days in a month, right? 31, some months. And there was over 100 calls to his wife, Anna. So that's more than twice a day. That's more than 3 times a day that he was able to call to his wife and speak to his wife. So why is he not able to speak with his lawyer and do the things that they need to do so this sentencing hearing can take place, right? So Josh's legal team pointed out that the request for the sentencing delay was not in any way intended to delay or hinder the process of the sentencing, which I do not believe at all. I think that's exactly what they're trying to do. I think they are purposely trying to push this date back, which it don't really make sense to me. Like, go ahead and get on with it. Josh is going to spend some time in jail. So go ahead and start serving your time, right? Why push it back, push it back, push it back? Then when you finally get sentenced, it's going to be even longer before you get to come back home. So go ahead and do it. So as you guys all know, Josh was previously found guilty for receiving and possessing CP. Now, due to the receiving charge, he must serve at least 5 years minimum. And he can serve up to 20 years. Now, I've said this several times and people leave me comments and they're like, what, 5 years? That's it? That's not right. That's not what he's going to get. I don't know that. That's just the minimum that he must get. The judge must give Josh at least 5 years. So let's just say the judge is having a good day and Josh asked for this sentencing date to be pushed back. Josh asked for 30 days. He gave him 50. Seems like the judge was in a giving mood. So let's just say on the sentencing date, the judge is in a good mood. And he decides, you know what? I'm only going to give Josh 8 years. Well, Josh is pushing that 8 years back by, another 2 months almost. So he might as well just go serve his time. He's not going to get out of this, even though he thinks maybe he will, because Josh's legal team did file a motion to have him acquitted, claiming that Josh's guilty verdict was unconstitutional, or at least be given a new trial. Now, I've talked to a few people. They do not believe that Josh is going to be granted a new trial or acquitted. So I think this is where we're at. I think Josh will have to face the judge, come May, and he's going to be sentenced the very minimum of 5 years. One person that I talked to said, when asking about the new trial, I was kind of asking a few people that I know, like, what do you think? Do you think Josh is going to be granted a new trial? And some people pointed out some really good reasonings of why he wouldn't. The defense only had 2 witnesses anyways, and their witnesses were debunked by others' testimony. So they really didn't have much of a case anyways for them to even try to have a new trial, right? So I don't know, that motion is pending. At some point, I guess the judge will make a ruling on that, but right now we don't know what's going on with that. I don't think he's going to get a new trial. I don't think he will be acquitted, but we will know when the judge makes a decision. And when the judge makes a decision, I'll hop in here and I'll let you guys know. So at the sentencing, Josh will be allowed to speak if he chooses. He can ask the judge for leniency. He can make a statement if he wants to. I feel like Josh will not. I really feel like Josh is not going to make a statement, say anything. I would be shocked if he does. Now, Josh will remain behind bars until he is sentenced. Since his trial, he has been housed at the Washington County Jail in Arkansas, which is only about 20 minutes away from Jim Bob and Michelle and Anna. You know, Anna lives on their property. So from his house, he's only about 20 minutes away from his home. I can say I know the feeling of what it's like to be really close to your house, but you just can't get there because you're being held, right? I know that feeling. I know it, and it sucks. But for someone that's guilty, it's what they deserve. For someone like me that was innocent, I did not deserve that. But it is a terrible feeling when you're so close to your home and you cannot get there. So something interesting also was Josh's cousin, Amy Duggar King. Now, if you watch the show way back when, they were super close on the show, or it appeared that they were super close because they were closer to the same age. She went live on Thursday, which was the same day that the judge made the ruling that Josh would get this delay. Also, Amy's been pretty outspoken about the family against Josh since he was charged. She's made it clear about her feelings, and those feelings have not changed. She actually suggested that Josh, along with all child predators, deserve to be put off on an island, a predator island, where they all have to live together, you know, away from society. She said predators need to be off the streets and locked up. They need to be on an island all by themselves, far, far away from children and far, far away from people they can hurt and mess over. This is so sickening and so sad. Now, I don't know if I agree with that. I think my punishment of a child predator would be a little bit worse than that. But I get what she's saying. Get them away from kids. Get them away from anybody they could hurt. Now, when asked about, you know, how she feels about Josh and what he's done, she said, I don't know him. It's been extremely difficult. And I'm not just saying that to get sympathy. No, it's been hard. And I can't imagine. I have cousins who I grew up super close to because we're the same age. And I could not imagine if I found out that one of my cousins had this dark secret where they were doing something so disgusting. I would have to imagine it's been hard on her. It's been hard on the sisters. You know, a lot of the family that are also victims of Josh. It's been super hard on them. So I wonder how they feel. I wonder how Jill and the other sisters feel knowing that Josh has gotten his sentencing date pushed back. Is this more of like a burden to them, or do they feel like maybe they just want it to hurry up and happen? Like, hurry up, give them a sentencing date, and then maybe they can get some peace about it. I don't know. You guys leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. I am very shocked to find out that the judge not only granted him, you know, the 30 days, but he granted him even more. He granted him like 50 days. I don't understand why, but, you know, I guess the judge has his reasonings. Now, hopefully the judge will make a ruling on this motion for acquittal or a new trial really soon. As soon as he does, I'll hop on here and let you guys know. If not, in the meantime, we'll be waiting for May 25th, which is when Josh will be sentenced. The day that he is sentenced, I'll hop on here and I'll let you guys know. I may even go live as, you know, we're waiting for that hearing to be over. So if you guys want to keep up with this, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you give this video a huge thumbs up. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye, everyone.